Oh, good as there.
Yeah.
You do what?
Yeah, they're using. There was stuff that they used to, they used to last 5 or 6 or 7 years, they don't have.
It might do that stuff, but I remember when they said, oh, this is something like this. Have a cup, but see, bring your cups.
Maybe the mic can fail. Drop them in.
Super credit. Okay.
Hey, Jake,
Okay.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Okay, I open this meeting. I'd like to make a motion to approve May 12th, 2026 council meeting minutes. Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor? Aye. We are live streamed through YouTube. So please state your name, your position, if you're going to speak. Citizens comments?
The only thing I have to say is that, I'm here Bill Lions Club again, sorry. And I guess they're a little upset because you guys moved the refrigerator down to the park.
Okay, I talked to,
And
and he did not act like he was upset. And I told him if he so there's miscommunication somewhere.
yeah,
Because I told him, I said, if they still wanted the fridge, they would need to approach the park board
okay,
and request that. The thing about it is, when we shut the building down, the Lions Club contacted us at the very beginning.
okay,
Actually, I think they contacted Kayla and said that they want to know what was happening to that fridge. And Kayla asked them if they wanted it, and they said they did not want that. And that was a couple years ago when we were shutting everything down.
yeah,
So the town, I forgot all about it, ended up gifting it to the park department because they have several events a year that's free to the public where they have ice cream and they have other things, and they also sell concessions. So then they use that freezer for the community for those events at the park. So that is what happened. I forgot. So when Josh got in there, because the freezer that was down there was broke, that freezer is in the community center.
yeah.
So that's what was in there, not the good refrigerator that you had donated to the town however long ago. So I think that if you guys are still wanting that, you'll need to approach the park board since we gave it to the park board.
Okay, I'll tell them that.
And I told that same story, the same thing. I went through the whole thing with Ken. So
Okay,
I don't know if he's not talking, like if he's not relaying the information, like somewhere on the lines, there's a disconnect of information that's happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he asked me, that night, when you guys had your last board meeting, if I went, and I told him no, because I forgot about it, and I was busy cleaning my house, because I just got back from Indy, because my granddaughter was having a baby.
Yeah. And I did talk to him after that meeting.
And stuff,
So he has all the pertinent information.
yeah, okay. And the other thing I want to talk about is that you guys, all the ramps here were fixed or replaced, right?
the state did it, yeah.
The state came through and did it.
But I was concerned because the one up here on Jefferson and across East Orange Street, you guys didn't do anything for that.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah, I know, but.
And we had no control over what was done.
I just wish, because when you walk that way, you have to go, you have to step down.
Dan, can you speak to that?
I know there was, to end up, people standing right here, looking at this intersection for like 2 days.
Yeah, I haven't been involved in that lately. I know when we got the plans, they did take a look at some of the stuff and they changed the stuff. I can't remember exactly what they finalized on that specific area, but I know there was some.
Yeah, they spent like 2 days here.
Yeah, I know that was.
I thought they were gonna put in those.
Are you talking about, like, I'm trying to orient myself, so. Which was, that was,
Yes.
Yeah, but.
okay, so it'd be the south east corner, or no, the north.
Now,
I know
this
what the
one up here,
One about the statue?
This one right here with the fire hydrant?
One across the road.
across the road.
They did do a big change of that. They cut that one
Yeah,
in
I thought
half
it
or
was,
something.
a lot of that had to do with existing road grades, how far they were chasing it back. I know there was some talk about that, so I'll have to look back at all.
And they have another project. They're gonna be doing work on that side.
Yes, so the next project is essentially down from the apartments all the way down
Yep.
to like industrial, road.
Are they gonna do it there?
They're regrading the road and changing parking, all types of stuff.
We don't know the exact details yet. It's still in preliminary stages, but some of it is gonna be like a mill and resurface, some of it's gonna be doing the whole road. And it's gonna include sidewalks and for storms, stuff like that, so.
Which apartments are ours?
Well, that means 1,000 west, at least.
Um,
It would be from 1,000 west, right? That's what you're-
Okay, so if there's nothing else, we need to move on because we have a time restraint with her and we have to have a quorum to make motions thank you very much. Jay's not here. If he comes, we'll circle back to him. New business, I'd like to make a motion to hire Alan White as street and utility technician with a start date of June 22nd, pending results of background check to accept the job letter. And it was signed by him that outlines compensation, salary, benefits to the town superintendent. Do I have a second?
So he's gonna be the tech, but this says town superintendent position. Here, should it be? No, it's the same one. I'm just making sure that he should be the, have the street utilities part, benefits for the street utilities.
You didn't say that.
Oh, sorry, I'm just reading it. Okay. And I second.
Okay, change that. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay, and then I'm going to introduce ordinance 2026-2. An ordinance readjusting and fixing the schedule of rates and charges to be collected by the town of Cromwell, Indiana for the owners of properties served by the sewage works of Cromwell.
Have to introduce it.
That's all we need to do, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So in essence, you just have to introduce it at the rate that is set. That's the,
Yes.
and then between now and your public hearing, you can bring those numbers down if you were to choose to do that, but you can't elevate them past what was just introduced.
Okay.
And more information will be coming from Bakersfield to make sure we get everything in line quickly and efficiently too.
Execute it.
Okay. Is that just the rates, not necessarily like setting fees and all that kind of stuff?
Sewer, just sewer rates.
Okay. DLZ.
Okay, so I'll just run through the update for the on the NDOT State Road 5 small structural replacement on which of your email variants. So I did brief review. I don't think there's anything crazy response from us, will just be noted, except the CCMG project 2024-2 with regards to the Niblock was supposed to reseat some of that stuff. We're struggling to get them scheduled, but they are going to come out here Friday evidently to take a look at it. I just walked aside and took a few pictures. I mean, a lot of stuff's coming in pretty good, but there are some minor stuff. And I didn't go over to industrial because of the railroad arms being done, but I'll try to take a look at that. Water project and water utilities. Kirk Brothers was working on finishing punch list items and we're coordinating to finish closeout documents with that. That's all. I don't know what actually anymore they said, but we're also coordinating conference call with Tonka to talk about the filter performance. So we'll provide an update once that's happened. The water shutdown, I'm talking to Casey, it looks like they're planning to be done next Wednesday. DLZ is coordinating with Tom Coe to be on site and have the controls done before next Wednesday. And the tower will be down to 1.5 to 2 days for work and 1 to 2 days for disinfection. So maybe 4 to 5 days. DLZ is also coordinating with Region 3A and Oak as necessary for that.
Do you notify police or
We
Fire
did figure this out about 20 minutes. ago.
Okay, but you'll give them a
Fire
list.
station know and let
Okay,
whoever else know that they can't use water.
okay.
We were supposed to do this before, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
How hurry one get hurried that this is actually gonna happen.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanna make sure they get over.
If we get Tom scheduled to come and say he's gonna be here, I mean, he has to come before we take it down. He'll have to be here Monday or Tuesday if we take it down Wednesday, so.
Okay.
But it will be down a day and a half of work. 2 days to fill and disinfect. It's gotta sit 24 hours, then 2 days to sample, so we're gonna be down 7 days. Okay, so that's the plan is starting on a Wednesday. That way they can do the work Wednesday, Thursday, fill Friday, sit Saturday, Sunday, take samples Monday, Tuesday, hopefully have it back on the line by Wednesday. That's the goal anyway, down a week.
Okay,
It's gonna be a funny update, the fall date moved from July to September. So I believe we'll have from September 1st to September 30th to decide if you guys want to apply for more streets, so.
That was a question Josh had.
That's one of my questions.
Yes, it is.
So right now,
I've already read all through it.
And then right away permitting, we're coordinating with Kayla and Josh for the sawmill no property, so we can discuss that.
if we have to go on, not for them, for anybody, for a tap, it's, the permits our responsibility.
Typically, no, the permits are the property owner's responsibility, so you can. Need it, in regards to the utility perspective, theoretically, you know, for the NDOT permitting, it is the owner and their representatives who are submitting that. Whether they can.
Even though it's we own that section of line.
Well, it's whoever, I guess it's whoever's doing the work.
Okay, because if, just say we had to cross 5 to tap it, say somebody out there on 5 north of tracks wants water.
Wants water.
Wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
So would we pay for the permit and everything to get the water to the other side of the road? Is what I guess what I'm asking.
So I
We would
guess.
pay for it because we own from the tap to the meter pit,
Mhm.
but would we pay, it's our town responsibility for the permitting? Because if it is, then maybe we ought to change the ordinance to say plus permits or whatever else.
How you've been doing this
Yes,
is,
so we discussed this earlier, and so like, for example, we were talking about the ordinance is written in such a way that I think where the town was contracting somebody to go out there and do the tap, all that kind of stuff. If that's the case, then yes, the town should probably do the permitting and pass those
Okay.
costs along to the property owner, but I think last time we discussed it is the town does not have a contractor signed on to be performing that work. So that work and that responsibility has been transferred over to the property owner until such time that the town decides they do want to take that over and do that work. So the benefit of that is that you're controlling everything, you're making sure that the town is doing stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's the property owner's responsibility or whoever the developer is, then they would be responsible for installing whatever it is you tell them, unless you change that again. So I think just one way or the other, the property owner is still paying for it.
so it's $1,000 or more. Depends on the cost. It's the cost
$1,000
minimum.
minimum. But ultimately, it's whatever costs are incurred by the town through construction, parts, materials.
Oh, I thought that was just sewer. I thought the water was, the sewer said 1,000 or the cost. The water says 1,000 unless it's a 1 inch or bigger
Yeah, so for residential, it's
I think
$1,000.
it's actually 1,500,
or whatever.
but I think it had the same language that we fixed the last time we adjusted it to make it mirror. If you looked in the book, that's not the updated water.
Oh, well, that's where I looked.
That's where I look to.
We do need to double check because it's supposed to be minimum as whatever it is. And then if we have any billing outside, anything costs outside that, we pass that on to them too.
So one way or the other that they're paying for is.
Like they want it, it's their cost to get hooked up.
Yeah.
Now, how we do it going forward, whether or not we're organizing it,
Okay.
but this last one, they did all their work. You guys just checked it off and made sure it was to your standard.
But that was a problem there because there was some vagueness in.
Yeah.
the wording and everything.
Yeah.
So we're fighting this. back. So I think it's good that we're having this coordination because
Yeah.
I mean, a letter like that saying
This is what you're responsible for, yeah.
You know, prior to submitting all the documents.
Any other?
Look up to.
talk about that in not this.
next year.
public minutes that we have.
Okay, anything else? No action items that need approved. Josh, let's hit your action items. Oh, let him, okay.
The books for May have been reconciled, please acknowledge they will be reviewed and approved.
Acknowledged,
Credit card packet for May is present, please acknowledge will be reviewed and approved.
acknowledged,
The payroll on docket for May is present, please acknowledge will be reviewed and approved.
acknowledged.
And then I'd like a motion to authorize the sewer credit for account 109800, $49.15 for a leak that did not go through the sewer and was verified by Josh Coots.
Make that motion.
I second it. All in favor? Aye.
And then a motion to pay the bill.
I make a motion to pay the bill. Second.
Okay.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, so
You mean what I need money for?
yes, let's go there.
Anything you need approved.
So iron and magnesium,
Yeah.
I make that motion.
Manganese, not magnesium.
Well, whatever it is, I make that motion. Do I have a second?
Wait a second.
All in favor? Aye.
Okay,
Who's
utility
that
supply,
from? Sorry, who's iron and manganese from?
USA Blue Book,
Okay, then curb stop,
utility supply stuff.
I make a
I
motion.
think that I took out the quote, I did not get the parts, this or the brass, this is just. I took off the 2 curb stops because if we had to have those, I can find those somewhere else in emergency, so. I'm gonna save them.
So $295
Yeah, that's what it is.
for utility supply. I make that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Paint for the hydrants, the next one.
I make that motion. Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Where's that
Aye.
one from?
Probably EPCO. EPTO.
You need volunteers to help with that.
We're going to stand them and everything else, so
Oh, okay.
I think we're going to do it,
Okay,
depending on how the summer goes.
okay. I'm someone that needs hours if you need
Okay,
help.
So you can do this all for under 300.
the paint, the bright brushes, yeah. No, not the labor, the labor,
Wire brushes, $25 or total.
no, $25 for wire brushes.
So under, so is that your?
$300. If all goes well.
Okay, the east rotor, do we have we approved that?
The bearing is here, so you approved the bearing, we've not approved Sauer to put it in.
Okay,
Again, that is what Justin told Harley, no guarantees,
depending on time.
depending
And yeah,
on what happens, how that bearing looks and how the bearing comes off.
well, I mean, we have to do it. So
I make.
you make a
I'll
motion.
make that motion for you, Jerry.
Okay. For 1,500, but could vary. You'll let us know though. You'll let us know. So I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, that's it for the one.
This is, what is the motion? What are we doing exactly?
Repairing the east rotor, or replacing the bearing on the east rotor.
Replace the fair
Oh, sorry, the west rotor,
on the west.
what I say.
For approximately
For
1,500.
the east, no, it's the west.
This is east on the paper.
Well, I do east everywhere, and then today I would go west.
It was actually west. Where's that?
The way
Thank you.
road.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all I need money for, but I got more to discuss.
That's absolutely fine. Jay, do you have anything that we need to make motions on or we need before we have to have Tiffany's gonna have to leave? So do you know of anything off the top of your head?
No,
You have nothing special for us outside of that? Okay,
nope.
Mike, do you have anything that will require? Okay. Okay.
I got.
Good.
I got
Oh, you
11
do have,
minutes.
okay,
I
so,
believe, I just said 6, so.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
think I could-
The meeting.
oh, okay, let's go.
The meeting
I was like-
closed.
Do you have anything you want to report to us outside of the norm, Mike?
I mean, there was only a couple of things that were a little bit out of the ordinary. I mean, we had that personal injury accident out there on 5 and that young lady that shot herself in the foot.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, in the pursuit that we were involved in, but other than that, I mean, it was nothing out of the ordinary at this point, so. We could probably come on from my stuff.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Josh, you want to start back?
Okay, so start top, lead service line inventory. It is due. We have to send notification to everybody with a lead, an unknown, or GRR, galvanized requirement replacement. Those letters are due to be sent out by July 1st, 2026.
I thought they already did that.
You have to send them every year.
Okay,
Here's
so
the end of time.
VLZ has already done that last year, so is that something you can just resend?
I'm sure we'll just update the dated letters and stuff like that.
So if you need something with Josh, you'll work with him?
Please make sure that they use the PO boxes. So they sent them all through one time, but they did all the physical addresses, which meant 90%.
Where's the mailing address?
Yeah, just resend them, and so it costs like, you know,
That's fine.
so just make sure they have the list,
The mailing address.
that make sure they do the PO boxes, not the service.
So the
addresses.
post office won't give.
Will
us our
not forward
mail.
it forward, will not forward it.
If it says like our street address, it only will send it to our PO box.
So just make sure.
So
The
he
bulk
has the,
posted-
this, okay, the both.
DOT had them all. I just know last year they just
Okay.
defaulted and went with service addresses and print, but we need the mailing addresses to be used for the letters.
I'll talk internally and I'll contact you.
Thing.
We have, again, we have to provide those items this year, 2026. The letters were sent last year. So have we, I didn't know the letters were sent last year. And then when we send letters this year, we have to 2027.
To notify
Tell
them.
them that they were sent. Well, let's just tell them in
Now.
July they were sent
Yeah.
in June.
Okay,
So that makes sense. You have a whole year to send them.
I'd have to double check.
The items.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think sometimes you have to wait till you get verification if they will send.
So,
Yeah.
but we got to get them out before July 1st.
okay,
Okay,
CCR,
the CCR is done. It has not been sent. It goes to 29th to bills. So I'll send the certification letter the 30th.
Okay.
The IURC asset management plan, that's a plan, not a plan. Oops, spell check this. Plan. What committed on 6/2. It's due every 4 years, so we're okay on that.
Okay.
I did hear, well, we're supposed to hear something by the end of the year on that. I don't know what that means, but we're supposed to hear something. And the wastewater due in 2028, it will be due every 4 years. So.
water loss,
I have done, ready for
validating.
Alliance to validate.
Okay.
He is coming to 7:15 to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Tower work, we talked about hydrants. So if all goes well with the tower, I want to start flushing hydrants July 6th. We'll have to let people know.
So you'll follow back up with Kayla to say, I am actually
As long
ready.
as the tower goes down.
Yeah.
Because the tower will be empty, you'll have clean new water and it will start with hydrants. So,
Okay, we did the testing, utility,
plan.
we did the paint, the rotor.
So since Stouter is the current operator, they have been taking the samples to Element. CF is going to start next week, taking samples. They were who was doing when Turkey Creek was here. They were the cheapest of the 3 labs I contacted. They're going to start by doing it all. They'll do all the VODs, TSS, and the ammonia. We have supplies to do the ammonia and the TSS. So we will take those over eventually, probably couple months, once the new AJ is in and we got things settled down.
Okay.
We have fourth main break on Olive Street that's been fixed. We're gonna fix the driver and fix the yard tomorrow. SRE manhole plug, even though we are cleaning it every 3 weeks, it plugged and we have an overflow with that, but their overflow, we reported that.
Which is better than what we were having.
So
It's been a while since it's overflowed.
of course, we just cleaned it last week or the week before, so I don't understand. But I think it was because it was so dry for so long that
Then
when
we'll,
it got that rain, it washed everything out of that line and got caught.
Okay.
So we either A, need rain every week, or B, not pay at all.
okay,
Streets, we cold patched a bunch, working them out. They're not great, but they're what they are. That one off Industrial, whatever that road is. It's bad. It needs some help.
Park Street.
Park Place,
Yeah.
Okay.
okay. So you're good on working on the weeds, the
He's
mowing.
doing it, we're doing them. So before I start spending a bunch of money getting quotes on a brush hog and a grader, do we have money somewhere or do we wait? I'm asking now, I haven't got quotes, I have a ballpark idea. what we're gonna do.
I think maybe when we do our next management meeting, put together a list of, I know we have this 5-year plan, but I think we haven't been following.
5-year plans with streets.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's just
Water,
water.
water and
and
sewer. So
Okay.
It doesn't help. So
Oh.
that's gonna be more of a conversation of what do you wanna prioritize with
Yeah.
CMG and roads and how do you want to?
I mean,
So I think that maybe you put together a list for them just the streets, since you already have that for the other two. I didn't realize that wasn't part of that, sorry. Then
you know, they did that 5 years.
then that way we can have a better idea of funding, what we can afford, what we want to prioritize, and then to be able to bring it to the council in the next couple months. For their
We'll
decision.
rely on you. I mean, I can.
Yeah,
tell you what your
obviously.
Total bucket of money is, but then it's gonna be, you prioritize what happens this year, the next year.
Did
etc.
we get street signs last year? Do you know?
I think we got some.
Okay. I
Um,
remember what we were due for. I was doing them in blocks and I don't remember now.
so is that kind of the same thing about the grader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because all we have is the grader blade behind the tractor. It does a terrible job. So I mean, you can do it, but if you would buy an extra driveway grader. It would help Pneumonia Parks pay part of it and streets pay part of it.
So then we might need to circle back on that because the park department definitely cannot this year.
I mean, Tom's out there with a shoveling and a big rake, raking the park driveway. That is,
Well, no, agreed, yes. I didn't realize that we didn't have something
we have a grader on the back.
yes, and we don't want anybody hurting their knee or anything. We'll talk about that at the
That's fine.
management
I
meeting.
think Or spend a bunch of time looking at the quotes.
No, absolutely. So compile the best list you can. We'll go from there. Road salt,
He delayed it last I heard. Right?
because we're out.
They rebid.
We bid.
Yeah, but they rebid or something.
They're rebidding.
So I've heard nothing. I don't know if you heard anything else.
So there's nothing we can do now.
Just wait. Hopefully you have what road salt.
Is there anything else for Josh then? For anybody?
Stopper's last day is end of the month.
Yep.
July 1st is gonna get real interesting real fast. So I've been able to not think about waiting
Yep.
for a month, so.
Thank God. Got a little time.
Oh, I got one more thing, sorry. Two more
Yep.
things. I got them today. They were sent to Logan, and apparently
3 minutes.
Everpar resent them, but when they did PMs on generators, coolant at the tank lift station needs replaced. They said they'll do it next year when they do PM, 710.24.
Yeah, that has to be done. So I make a motion for that.
Wastewater.
I second.
That is for the
Tank lift
Everpar to come in and do preventive maintenance. They're gonna replace the
Coolant at the
Coolant.
tank lift station. It tested, it failed the test they did this year.
Did you second that?
I did.
All in favor, aye?
Fine.
That's the lesson.
Thank you for your guys' hard work on
The town looks
the town
great.
cleanup, and I know Mike's been getting on people. So it's a work in progress. And then with this nice weather and rain, I'm sure there's gonna be some more yard violations. It's just how the cookie crumbles. But thank you for the townwide cleanup. You guys did great.
We got an invoice from that man? I just curious if more or less.
But
It'll be.
You're only about 4 dumpsters.
we did, yeah,
We did 6 or 7 last year, so.
I think the
this
weather
three
played a part
this-
in it too.
Yeah,
There was only, again, we had only one person that came during the pouring down rain, so.
yeah. So I don't know why it would have affected, but it, yeah. And that guy wanted us to unload. I don't know.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
if
thank you.
there's-
The streets look good. The potholes are filled. I my road.
I know.
Everything's cleaned up.
I'm so happy.
So,
If
thank
there's
you,
nothing
thank you.
else, do you have anything else you need motions on, or? I motion, we adjourn.
I second.
All in
It's
favor?
6 o'clock.
Aye.
I gotta run.